It's often easy to speak of love but relatively harder to express the supposed love one often speaks of. Many are good at saying the words but bad in action. Women are not the only emotional beings who need some sweet loving. Deeply rooted in the heart of every man is the desire to be accepted, appreciated, and loved. Men may not be able to verbalize their needs all the time, but there are ways they love to be treated by the people in their lives, most especially their women. Just as women have their general love languages, well, so do men. The need to understand the uniqueness of your man, to flow freely without frustration, is very important. Some things might seem trivial but go a long way in making a man deserving of your love feel safe, appreciated and loved. Some of these include: 1. Be affectionate. Love and affection are two inseparable feelings. Love is often described, or defined as a deep affection, whereas affection is a feeling of liking and fondness. So being affectionate involves you showing your love, or fondness for another person in the way that you behave towards them. It involves not being emotionally distant. Men need this affection as much as women do. Being affectionate would already clearly spell out the words "I love you," without being said. 2. Check up on him. When a man feels like he is the only one always checking up on you, he would see it as a sign that you are not interested in him. Do not leave the calling and texting for him alone. Well, if you love someone as you claim, this wouldn't even be an issue. He shouldn't always be the one texting first. Learn to check up as well. It makes him feel he is on your mind and important to you. Show interest in his welfare, and be sincere about it. If you know he hasn't been fine, learn to check up and get the latest update on his well-being. 3. Compliment him. You didn't think only women like compliments, or did you? Well, men like compliments too. So learn to compliment him once in a while. Highlight his strength. Tell him when he does well. This doesn't only make him feel loved, but makes him feel happy and appreciated. Never talk down on your partner. You should always be your partner's biggest fan. He shouldn't begin to have low self-esteem because of what you said. Not just what anyone says, but what you in particular said. Why? It shouldn't be so. Learn to compliment him to boost and uplift his spirit and self-esteem. 4. Respect him. Everyone wants to be respected, and amongst that lot, it's men who tend to desire it a little more because of their egocentrism. Respect is another way of saying I appreciate you, and you are important as well. Even if you insult him at all in private, watch your mouth in public. Men have an ego. They would not appreciate being insulted in the presence of their friends, kids, or family. Every man wants to be respected. So insulting, and talking down on him at the slightest chance you get would only end up ruining his ego, and the relationship, making him feel not wanted. So to make him feel loved and safe, do the reverse. 5. Be understanding. Learn to be understanding, because it goes a long way to make your man realize how much you care about him. Don't stress him. Men love it when the women in their lives are understanding, and can stay with them even when things are rough for them. Being understanding involves being able to see things from his angle and perspective. Being able to wear his shoes as if they were yours. Don't just always sit there generalizing, or comparing him with others. Rather be understanding of his needs and struggles. And of course, with understanding comes support. 6. Be supportive. Understand that a man has his role and a woman has hers too. One thing you can do to make your man feel loved is to perform your roles as his woman. Be supportive. Selflessly help him the best way you can, motivate him to be the best he can be, and believe in him more than everyone else. Be your man's greatest fan. Be his support system. 7. Surprise him, and get him gifts. When he least expects it, surprise him. Do something special for him, during special occasions. Get him gifts because men like to be spoiled as well. A true and lasting relationship is all about to give and take. If he gives all the time without receiving, it doesn't speak well of you. Men love it when the women in their lives buy them gifts, and pamper them. They don't want to be the only ones buying gifts. So from time to time, switch things up. Give your man the treats he has been demanding for a long time now. If there is anything he fancies, but has not been able to buy for himself, get it for him, and let him know how much he means to you. Celebrate him. 8. Learn to save. Do not be a squanderer. It's better to be teased about managing too much than being wasteful. Men don't like wasteful women, they mostly love it when they can trust their women with their finances, and have peace. No man wants to go bankrupt for getting involved with a woman. So ladies, if you want your man to feel safe and loved, spend wisely when you are with him. Even without him, learn to spend wisely for yourself as well. Let him see you as one who thinks about the future, and plans for the rainy day. 9. Feed him properly. You have probably heard the saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Might not necessarily be literally, but the point remains that men love food, and want their stomach to be properly taken care of. Generally, everyone performs better when properly fed. As we know, a hungry man is an angry man. Know his favorite meal, and make it for him. If you can't cook, you can learn. Technology has made everything easy, there are videos online. The effort alone would be admirable. It would make him feel loved. 10. Give him some space. In a relationship, at some point or the other, your partner would be needing a little space. So it's not exactly particular to men alone. Let him be able to spend time with his buddies, and do some personal routine of his. He shouldn't feel trapped, or always having to be in your space. He had a life without you before he met you. So do not try to choke him in any way. Being able to have his me time would make him feel safe. 11. Showing interest in the things he loves. Yes, you would both probably love completely different things at first, but being able to come down to the other person level that is quite different from yours is lovely. You may not like his hobby now, but with time, if you show interest in it, you will be amazed at how well you two connect. He would be willing to initiate you into that hobby. But this isn't a must. If you don't like and fancy that particular thing he likes, you do not necessarily have to force it. However, do not then try to detach him from his interest, hobbies, or likes. 12. Tell him you love him. Yes, men are indeed moved by what they see, while women are moved by what they hear. So, women are the ones more demanding of wanting to hear how much they are loved. Still, it doesn't mean men are not interested in hearing it at all. As much as you are acting it, many men also want to hear how much you love them, and how important they are to you from time to time. Affirmation is always very important in the midst of all else. It would make him feel safe, appreciated and loved. These are the 12 ways you can make your man feel safe, appreciated, and loved. Do share your opinion on this topic using the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Kindly like this video, and don't forget to share and subscribe.